coastal living. We couldn't be more excited for today's show. It is full of color and creativity. Today we're getting you ready for Rockport Art Fest 2023.
That is right. Tons of art that I'm actually sold on. Plus, we're going to learn a little bit about the history behind these pieces.
Yes, it's so interesting to learn about the artists and what their inspiration is for this art. Get your wallets ready. We're going to Rockport. All right, so now I have the pleasure of speaking with Luis Puron. He is the Executive Director at Rockport Center for the Arts. Of course, they are very much correlated with the Rockport Art Festival, which we're very much looking forward to. So it's great to be here with you today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on your show.
Of course. So talk to me about your involvement with the Rockport Art Festival.
Well, it's a very important event. It's our biggest fundraiser of the year. It starts off with an auction gala that's really becomes our patron party. And we have that event in the festival grounds under the big top air-conditioned tent.
Love that.
And it's a party for about 600 people. And then the art festival kicks off on Saturday and Sunday, July 1st and 2nd. On Saturday, we are open to the public from 10 until 6 unless you buy a VIP ticket.
All right.
And you can buy a VIP ticket and get in an hour early and shop before everybody else. And on Sunday, it's open from 10 until 5. It's a very low cost festival to attend. We want to keep it family friendly. Children under 12 are free, for example, and tickets start at just $10. So it's a very affordable festival, and people get to see some of the finest art from California to Florida.
Fantastic.
By great artists, 120 artists to be precise.
All right, so it's going to make it worth getting that VIP pass to get first dibs, if you will, on some of that art. Now, you mentioned family friendly. What kind of activities do we have for the kids?
We have a children's tent, and it's a lot smaller than the big top tent, obviously, and we have live entertainment. Joe McDermott comes in from Austin every year to entertain the children. There's face painting. There's activities that the children get to do that are led by our set of interns that come from different parts of the state of Texas. And it's nice and hot in July in Rockport.
Yes.
I'm sure you are aware of that. But we have the air-conditioned tent for people to have a little reprieve from the heat.
Perfect. Okay, and refreshments, food, all the things you would expect from a fun and exciting festival. Now, talk to me about the impact that this has on the community of Rockport. I'm sure it brings in a ton of tourism and really increases the awareness of the art presence here as well, right?
Yeah, this festival has been going on, this is number 55, so we started in 1969. In fact, the festival is just as old as our organization is. It was formed in July 4th weekend in 1969, and we were formed on May 20th of the same year. And so it's just synonymous with our organization. It's very prestigious because it is juried, and it's very competitive, so people come and apply from different parts of the country. And I think people will enjoy some of the finest art. And by juried, I mean there's a group of people every year, it changes, that reviews all of the entries for the art festival, and they decide who gets juried into the show and who does not.
Okay, so it is very prestigious. And again, one more reason that you want to make an effort to come out to Rockport for this event. Now, you do want to make plans on getting here early and figuring out your parking situation, carpool if you can. But we're really looking forward to the whole weekend of festivities. So if you can't get yourself a VIP pass, and where can we go for more details?
You can go to rockportartcenter.com. There'll be a pop-up window, and it'll encourage you to buy your ticket, or you can just come to the Art Center here on 204 South Austin Street in downtown Rockport and buy your ticket at the front desk.
All right,
and expect about 10 to 11,000 people on that weekend.
And the art culture here is fantastic. We look forward to seeing you here at Rockport Art.
still here at the Rockport Center of the Arts, and my breath is just being taken away by each of the exhibits here. I'm joined by Elena, which obviously she knows a thing or two about each of these exhibits. Elena, which part of this is really something that you're passionate about?
I like being the curator here at the Rockport Center for the Arts because not only do I get to celebrate the art of Rockport and the Coastal Bend, you know, we're constantly bringing in artists that are from the community. Like this is Shirley Blackman. She's been a member of the Rockport Center for the Arts and a member of the Rockport art community for many, many years. She actually had a gallery here on Austin Street. So I like bringing in the community artists, but I also like bringing artists to the community.
Absolutely.
I think it's a lot of fun when I can bring an artist from, you know, a big city and they come to Rockport and they discover this beautiful jewel of a place, of a community that's so supportive and has a great art scene.
It really takes your breath away the moment that you walk in. Now, these are some new exhibits. What can people expect whenever they come visit you?
Of course. So we've got four galleries, 3 curated and 1 members gallery. So the members gallery, as long as you're a member, you can hang art at any time, and we like to connect art with patrons. And the 3 galleries upstairs are curated. They change out about every 6 weeks or so, and we like to do a wide variety of art. So anywhere from sculptures, photography, painting, to fiber arts, to things that are kind of out there, things that are more traditional. You know, we like to really switch it up and keep people on their toes.
These exhibits are absolutely phenomenal, and what I learned earlier today is that you can actually become a member here. Is that correct, if you want to enter your artwork?
That's correct. So we always have a space. The members gallery is our first floor gallery. As long as you're a member, you can enter your artwork at any time. We have themed exhibits. We sell a lot of art out of that gallery. So like I said, it's a great way to connect artists with patrons and art buyers. And then every year in November, December, we do an annual all members show where basically the members take over all 4 galleries.
Oh, fantastic. Now, if only I had this skill, I would definitely become a member here. Now, being that you are so passionate about what you do, why do you think it's important for people from all of our communities around the Coastal Bend to come here before attending the art festival?
I think it's just, you know, the show that we're going to have up during the art festival is our past master artists. So when we started the art festival, a few years later we started it was called the poster artist tradition at that point because the artist was given a solo show and one of their pieces was turned into a poster. We've upgraded their name to master artists because we think it better reflects like what they do for the community. So the shows that will be up in the art galleries at that point are going to be our 2023 master artist Kent Ulberg, and this show here, past master artists. We have, I think, about 20 pieces in this exhibition here.
Fantastic. Well, Elena, I've already learned so much from you leading up to the art festival, something we're all looking forward to. And I'm actually going to browse around some more and learn more about these exhibits. What I love the most about artwork is that it has such a deep meaning behind it. Is that correct?
Yes, it does.
All right. Well, thank you for your time again, Elena.
So now I have the honor of talking to Phil. He is the owner of Ace Hardware here in Rockport, who has been a long-standing sponsor of Rockport Art Fest. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
It's great to be here with you.
So are you a Rockport native?
I am not. I'm a transplant.
Okay,
a long
we love
time
to
ago,
see it,
though.
just like the mayor, right?
Yeah.
We learned that. Okay, so talk to me about Rockport Art Fest, why you felt inclined to be a big sponsor for this for so many years.
Well, it's very integral to the community. It has a big economic impact. The artists are sort of the unsung heroes of the economy around here. And you know, it draws a lot of tourism that's a little bit different from the fishing and everything else that we have. So it helps diversify the community.
I love that. And would you say that art is one of the biggest things that that represents Rockport?
Absolutely, absolutely. We are renowned. We're becoming renowned for it, and it's, you know, with the leadership we've had with Luis and Larry and the people that have preceded them, it's really blossomed into what it is today.
Beautiful. Now you're a big advocate for children and their artistry, supporting that.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about why it's so important to
Well,
you.
that's where it starts, you know, and we've got to get youth involved. It keeps them, you know, it keeps their minds off other things,
Yes.
you know, and
Yep.
so it's a big part of what they do here.
You definitely want to empower them. And so what type of programs are available that align with the Rockport Art Fest or just help them get into arts to begin with?
Well, that is through the center here, and they handle more of that than I'm aware of, and I can tell you they do so much. It's unbelievable. But, you know, the goal is to do more.
Absolutely. We want to see more color in Rockport, as
That's
if
right.
it isn't bright and beautiful enough
That's
already.
right.
Now, how do you think that Rockport Art Fest impacts the economic situation here?
It's big. It's
Yeah.
very big. You know, this community balloons around the 4th, and the festival itself is well, people always ask me, I say it's the best party in Rockport. So, you know.
All right, we love it. Now, Ace Hardware, talk to me about the history that you guys have here in Rockport.
Well,
pretty big location, right?
Yeah, we're big here, and we feel that we're a sort of an essential service to the community, and it's important that we give back. And we try to as much as we can, and you know we've been good at it. So the community's been great to us. We got to give back.
Fantastic. So being a sponsor of Rockport Art Fest for so many years, for anybody who might be a newbie, maybe it's their first time coming out, what pro tips do you have for somebody who's coming out to enjoy this festival?
Well, just get here. It's really a sensory overload when you see everything that's out there. It's fabulous. I mean, the artists are there. They're doing work there. They're selling their wares there. It's a great time to buy art.
Yes.
And you know,
so
it's
maybe
just
bring
a
like
great
a buggy
weekend.
or a wagon or
Absolutely.
something.
And
to
this
haul your
year,
art
with the
in.
4th being Tuesday, we kind of get a little extension on it. You know, so it should be really good. So people will be spending some more time here this week.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being such a significant sponsor and support system for the Rockport
we're
Art
glad
Fest.
to do it.
Absolutely. We want to see you guys out here, Rockport Art Fest, around the corner, and we want to thank Ace Hardware for being a huge.
We were having a blast here in Rockport exploring the many pieces of art. Speaking of, we're going to the Maria Nesbitt Gallery. Absolutely breathtaking, took my breath away already, and it will for you as well. We'll be right back. You're watching Coastal Living. Well, another beautiful form of art is ceramics, and we are joined by Jeannie Mysorski. She is a local teacher, a woman of many hats, also an artist. Now, Jeannie, what are we doing here today?
Well, we have a working clay studio. We have 30 members that come and go in and out during the day. I run classes here. We just opened in December. We're still finding our way.
Fantastic. So we definitely want to encourage people to try ceramics. Now, this is something that looks very therapeutic. What is the process like for those who have never tried ceramics before? Of course, we want to encourage them to come try it out for themselves, right?
Well, I introduce them to just different techniques. I'll show hand building. I'll show throwing on the wheel, slab roller. We use that too. So we try all the different methods, and then they kind of take up what they find that works for them best.
Absolutely. Now, you also being a volunteer for Art Fest, how does it make you feel to work with people who have never tried ceramics or have a passion to create beautiful art as well?
It's like I can't help it. I want them to do. I want them to keep working at it, and they do. And I've got several in here that have, some of them been with me several years, some of them just 1 year. So, and they're coming along so fast, and I'm so excited for them.
Right, right. So ceramics, when did you start creating such gorgeous art? I'm sure you have a great history creating it.
I started in elementary like everybody else.
Right, right. And
In
now
high
you're
school.
the pro. Now we're trying to take notes from you.
I was
right?
an art major in college, so yeah.
All right, well, fantastic. Now, for Art Fest, can people also volunteer and also maybe contribute their work to this great festival?
Yes, absolutely. We'll have 120 plus artists at the festival. They've already entered, applied, entered that process. But there are so many volunteer jobs. Everybody is welcome to volunteer.
All right, the more volunteers, the better. Even if you're someone who wants to take one of these classes, how can you encourage them to come try it out for themselves if they've never tried it before? Maybe Clarissa and I can get our hands dirty and maybe try to create something beautiful. I don't know if I will, but I know with your help, we definitely will, right?
Well, and come by sometime and we're working all the time, so you can kind of see how the process goes.
In February, we wanted to talk a little bit about
We have
right?
a Bountiful Bowls Pottery Fair. It's the profits go to the Meals on Wheels program. And so in conjunction with them, we have demos in here. We have potters set up in another building. A lot of pottery things going on.
All right, all things pottery, right?
We're all excited about that part.
Absolutely. Now, we definitely want to emphasize on this beautiful gallery. Where can we let people know where it's located?
We are on Austin Street, downtown Rockport. I personally am part of a gallery that's across the street, in which a lot of the members of our gallery have been on the board. We're all active members here at the Art Center, and we're exhibiting artists.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for covering great information. Now, whether you're a volunteer or want to create this beautiful art yourself, you have to come here to Rockport, Texas to try it out.
Thank you.
So this chandelier that is in our gift shop area. This piece of art, which is called Exuberance, was located in our old building near Aransas Bay. So during the storm, Hurricane Harvey, it was pretty beat up by the storm, so there were a lot of pieces of glass from the chandelier that were fractured. And we called the artist. She came to Rockport. She disinstalled the chandelier, and then she took it back to her studio in San Antonio, where she, from photographs and her own recollection, started to create the pieces that were damaged or destroyed or that were missing because of the storm. It's one of our proud pieces that we have here at the Art Center because we completely saved it, we restored it. It was very important that the chandelier continue to tell the story of Rockport, of Rockport.
So now I have the honor of speaking with Maria Nesbitt, who is a wonderful artist. As you can see, we've got her art all around us, but we're also in her studio, so it is absolutely fabulous here. Maria, it's so great to be here with you today. Talk to me about your journey as an artist.
Thank you. Well, I'm Maria, and I came from Mexico in 1988. It was a wild wind from the ocean that got me here, and I went into education, so I taught high school for almost 30 years.
Wow.
And then I always had the hobby of photography, and I loved it. And it must run in the family because my father was a great photographer. He had the dark room and developed his own pictures and everything. And then I just had this crazy dream that I wanted to have a gallery, and I just kind of worked towards it.
Beautiful. So I know we have a lot of aspiring artists that may be watching today and might not be ready to take that leap. What words of encouragement do you have for someone who wants to be an artist full time?
Just take the leap.
Go
Just
for it,
work
right?
hard, and do depend on education. It's not just luck. I studied a lot of photography.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, you've got to do your research, of course. Now, you're very involved with the Rockport Art Festival, so talk to me about your involvement.
Yes, I've been involved since about 7 years ago.
Wow.
So every year is such a success. And I started doing that before I even had my own gallery. I was just doing it like on the side, and I think it made a huge difference of me becoming an artist and having my own place now, because the exposure and the people that you meet in there and the art appreciation, so it just makes it all worth it.
So it's worth saying for somebody who aspires to be a bigger artist than where they might be now, being involved with the Rockport Art Festival might help them with that next step in their career.
Absolutely.
Okay, very cool. So today we're here in your studio, Maria Nesbitt Photography Studio and Gallery. Talk to me about what we would expect when we come visit you here.
Well, you're gonna see, I represent several artists, and 3 of them are participating in the art festival. So this is some example of my work. And then I represent Joy Blasek. He's a painter, and we'll show you some samples of his work as well, like over there. And then I have Donna Hayek. She will also participate in the art festival, and she does glass and minerals.
Beautiful. Now, for your photography in particular, where do you find the inspiration? I see lots of color. I see, of course, the water and the boats.
I love the water scenes. And we're lucky in Rockport that we have beautiful sunrises and sunsets on the water. So if you miss one, you catch it in the evening.
You can find it in the evening.
Right?
I love that.
So it's so beautiful that it's almost easy to do it, you know?
Beautiful. Well, the art is breathtaking, and you have an opportunity to check it out at the Rockport Art Festival, but we do encourage you to come by and visit us at the gallery. So where can we find your location?
I'm on Highway 35 on the Live Oak Plaza in Rockport.
Beautiful. And do you have a social media presence? Can we find
Yes,
you online?
Maria Nesbitt Photography.
Beautiful. All right, if you're looking to add some color to your home, this is the place to do it. So stop by and see her here at her studio or at the Rockport Art Fest. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We had a blast exploring the Rockport Center for the Arts and, of course, learning about Rockport Art Fest, which is coming up July 1st and 2nd. I can't wait.
Exactly. You'll find Clarissa and I there. And until then, everyone be sure to head over to our Facebook and Instagram at Coastal Living TV. Give us that like and follow and share those photos, especially you artists. This is a festival you're not going to want to miss.
Absolutely. Grab those VIP passes and plan on being here at the Rockport Art Festival July 1st and 2nd. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.